Hello, guys. Welcome back. I hope you're glad to see me because I'm glad to see you and I'm glad to be here. On this series, we've been discussing, our skeleton. We've been going beyond just the skeleton and talking about the truth concerning our bones. For me, it's been such an engaging and very, very educational series, and the person who has or who I have had the privilege of being educated by is the wonderful Dr. Akinmokun. Thank you so much, sir, for being here with us today.
Thank you so much.
You've done a lot in, opening up our minds to just see our bones very differently. Because of this discussion, I am thinking very differently about my skeleton already. So I'm very grateful for that. But before we go right into our discussion, I'd like to pause here and I want to get to know my audience a little bit more. Where are you watching me from? I know that I'm here. I'm in Nigeria, but I'd like to know who you are and where you are talking to me from. Where am I talking to you from? So leave a comment in this, under this particular episode and let me know that. Right now, we'll get into this episode where we're going to be talking about what I really want to know now, which is how to build strong bones. What really works? Because after everything we've heard, all that is in my head is how do I do what I need to start doing that I've not been doing before? So, doctor, I'm going to start by saying for me personally, these ones they are secondary. But me now, if I want to start improving my bone health, today like this, where can I start? What should I start doing?
All right. There are things that you can conveniently do.
Okay.
Yes. All what you need is just make up your mind that you want to get them done. Okay. And what are these things? The first thing is for you to be involved in exercise.
Try.
Yes. Why that, man?
Oh,
excuse me, but that is what you need. No, because the truth of the matter is that our bone also need stimulus. It needs something to stimulate it, to build more.
Okay, no.
Yes. So we need to make sure that I would do. And when we're talking about exercises, because there are different types of exercises, and we need to be sure that we are doing the right exercises. Swimming will not help the bone, because by the time you are in the water, all your weight is being borne by the water. And so it's not helpful at all. So we're talking about weight-bearing exercises.
Like
jogging, running, walking. Yeah. If you have problem with your knees, do brisk walking. It's very wonderful.
10 steps daily.
Excuse me, please. Please. I mean, you are still fit now. You should be doing jogging like 1 hour now. What are we talking about?
Hour.
Excuse me, you are strong now.
Okay.
Yes, go, Patsy, go. So, like we're saying weight-bearing exercises.
Okay.
Very important for the bone. And then also strength exercises. Okay.
Like lifting weights.
Well, not necessarily lifting weights because we're not building the muscle. It's also part of what we do also when we are trying to build the bone also is that we try to build the muscle, but we don't want so much weight that would also will not allow the bone to be built. So what we're talking about is that like push-ups, pull-ups, okay, very important. Lunges, they are exercises that give resistance also to the bone and the muscle, and they help the bone to get built up. And so those are the exercises that are very good for the bone. And then also outdoor activities. I know a lot of us now, from AC to AC, we don't want sun to touch our skin, our beautiful skin.
Yes.
I know.
Yes.
Because the sun, especially midday sun, early morning sun, actually helps to build vitamin D, and that's one of the vitamins that help to absorb calcium into our bodies.
Oh.
And so early morning suns, you need to make sure that at least you allow that one to touch your skin. And don't worry, it won't hurt your skin. Your skin will be beautiful.
This is making sense because when I was a child, I remember having a friend whose younger brother, when he started to work hard, like curved legs. And
rickets.
They just told them in the hospital that they should take him out in the morning to play.
Yeah.
And it actually corrected.
Oh, yeah, it does.
Now it's making sense to me, like, oh, wow.
Yeah, so early morning sun helps to build vitamin D, and so we need that also. And then calcium intake, okay? Fortunately, our diets really, because we eat more of carbohydrates, rice in the morning, fufu in the afternoon, eba in the night, And then we don't put, leafy vegetables. Sometimes we just put small leafy vegetable because we want the bigger things, the herb to be big, Exactly. And so that's one of the problems we have, really. And so sometimes we may need calcium supplement. These are things that we actually need to do. And like I always say also, avoid the bad habits.
Okay, you keep mentioning calcium, but I'd like to know, are there any other nutrients? You mentioned calcium, vitamin D.
Yes.
So where can we, get these nutrients?
All right, thank you. So for our bones, we need the calcium. We need vitamin D, very important. Then also protein, because we won't forget about the protein. Yes, calcium helps us to mineralize the bone. The cells are already there. Calcium helps us to mineralize them. But also we need protein to build those bones up. Yes, and so protein, good protein, we need that also. And then other minerals we need in the body, vitamin K, vitamin C, potassium. They are also very important. All right, phosphate also, very important. So these are minerals that we need, to help build the bone. And then where can we get them from? Calcium is actually based on dairy products. We talk about milk, yogurts, yes, cheese. These are things that we need to take so that we can have calcium. Oh, yeah, that's good. These are things that will help us build more calcium in our body, really. And then if you are living in an area where you know that you are not getting enough calcium, you can also get calcium supplements.
How would you know that you're not getting enough calcium?
Well, you have to go and see your doctor.
Fair enough.
So there's no way you get to know by. Of course, there are some symptoms and signs that the person will present with. We're not here to discuss that.
Sure.
Nice.
So would you advise, because some of us we just enter pharmacy and we're like, oh, give me this supplement, give me that supplement, give me.
So this is very difficult. No, not difficult really. I have my own personal opinion about supplements.
Okay.
I tell people that because sometimes some people just look at supplement as something that they must have.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I tell them, no, it is not something that you must have. It's something that if you can afford it, go for it. Okay. And then also, if you are eating balanced diet and you're sure that the food you are eating contains everything that you need, you don't need supplements. But the question is that are we sure? Yes, are we sure of what you're eating?
Most of us don't even know.
So exactly, we're not. So if you're not sure, then you can get supplements, really.
Okay, so let's localize this to Nigeria because that's where we are and where we're having this discussion. In our diet, like for instance, what are practical food options? And I'm talking something that the average Nigerian can easily reach for, because we find that sometimes they will say improve your diet, and maybe you go on the internet and you're looking for food options. It's always they are mentioning things that we don't have I don't have it in my kitchen. So what do I do now? So in our daily, what can we find inside Nigerian food that will help us?
Milk is available.
Sure.
Everywhere. Yogurt is available. Everywhere. Canned fish, like sardine. Yes, because the bone is also included. Yes, it will give you a lot of calcium also, because we know that calcium are actually, they are stored in the bone, also in the bones of the fish. And those bones are actually soft to heat. And so you get a lot of them inside there. For vitamin D, eggs, they are there. And like we said, sunlight. We are in the tropics.
Outside.
It's Boku. So it's something that we can actually easily get also. Leafy vegetables also they are very good source of calcium and then also nuts for magnesium. Actually, we need nuts, and beans for protein also. All right. So these are things that we can easily get. We have options, really. It's just for us to sit down. We ask people, how many people do have timetable for their food? A lot of people don't have timetable for their food.
It's whatever you see.
They just get there and say, okay, what am I cooking today? What do I have? Okay, I have spaghetti. Okay, let me use this one. Or no, that's not how we are supposed to eat. You should have a timetable and make sure that all the food, classes, and elements are included in your timetable. And once you have that, you can be sure that you're good.
So we need to be deliberate about our eating.
Exactly. That is the right word, deliberate.
Deliberate, not just passive. It's not like, just whatever is in front of me.
Yeah, but it's just that sometimes we just look at it and say, this is work. How can I be sitting down?
It seems like a lot. As you're saying it now, I'm thinking it's a lot of work to
but it's something that will help your health.
Food.
It will help your health very well now.
Sure.
And then you won't have to visit me.
Well, very, very true. So we've gone over a lot so far. I'm gone over, but for the average person, what daily habits, do you have? Maybe even if you're the kind of person that you're just an average human being, you're going about your life, what is the average person doing that is weakening their bones that they are not aware of?
Yeah. Um, Things are changing now. I mean, a lot of people are now doing to their data analysis and this and that, and then they are sitting for long. Sometimes they forget that they are.
we're very
And if you're not moving, you're not helping your bone. So prolonged sitting, it's a problem.
How long is too long to be seated?
Okay, so I tell people, because part of what I manage also is back pain. And if you do prolonged sitting, trust me, in a matter of time, you will develop back pain. So I tell people, don't sit for more than an hour. After an hour. Yes, after an hour, stand up, walk around. 10 minutes, and then come back and sit.
Like you said, that's really tough for those of us who have office jobs. You can just get lost and you're sitting down for 2 hours.
And that's the reason why technology also has been helpful. What you need to do is to time yourself and then put an alarm. And when the alarm sounds, don't kill it. Do what the alarm says. Exactly. I mean, technology is here to help everybody.
I'm very, very grateful to it, honestly. Yes. Because like you said, even my smartwatch often tells me like, oh, stand up and walk around. You've been sitting for too long. And if it doesn't do that, it doesn't occur to me. I'm sitting down there. I'm doing what I'm doing.
So that's what technology is doing. So part of other things also that can also be harmful, like we said, people that avoid, that indoors, a lot of indoors activity also weakens. Poor diet, like we've talked about. If you're not eating diet that contains a lot of calcium, of course, it's also it will not be helpful. We've talked about caffeine.
Yes,
we talk about caffeine also. And then also sometimes soda.
I was about to say, because if you talk about caffeine, that means that you can draw a line from there to energy drinks, which is something that people are taking a lot of these days.
Exactly. So those are also part of the things that can, make the bone to be weak.
But what about soda? Because
a lot of soda, soda that contains a lot of sugar. Okay, because what it does is that it helps you to go more to to pass urine more, and the more you pass urine, the more calcium that is lost there.
No.
Yeah, so you don't want to do that. Exactly, and then also we also talk about possibly this is for people that probably they have a medical condition and they're on certain medications really, and that's the reason why you are being given those medications. Sometimes it's good for you to ask questions of your doctors. So if there's a need for them to add additional things to help you protect your bone from getting weaker, you have to do that. Lack of exercise also. These are activities that we do that do not make us strengthen our bones.
Okay, so basically our bones need us to move more.
Exactly.
We all need to take this serious. I'm very, very, happy to have learned, because like you said, we need to now I'm in my head, I'm just thinking like, oh, you need to build your bones. And so I'm happy to have this information to kind of use and walk into my life now and start making changes. You talked about diet, about being deliberate about your diet and moving more. I need to remember that one a lot. And I'm sure our audience, if you are sitting down watching this is a time to stand up and walk around a bit. If you, because I'm sure most of us, you're watching me, you're sitting down, you're not standing. So stand up and make it part and parcel of your lifestyle. Well, while you're doing that, share this podcast, across board, because you and I, we both know that so many people need to hear about this. Leave a comment. If you've not told me where you're watching this from, please do that right away, because I'd like to know. I'd like to meet you. I'd like to interact with you. And thank you so much for being here. However, we're not done. We still have more information coming at you about our bones and about our bone health. My name is Patsy Mokungah. I'm still your host, and I know that you still want to talk to me. So I'll see you in the next episode. Thank you very much.